You're late. I'm assuming there's a good reason for that. It seems being around the Gojo heir has begun to taint you. Picking up his bad habits is sloppy. You and I will personally discuss that later. Your report. Go on. Interesting. I see. The boy is smitten then. What a fool. It seems your sloppiness didn't completely spoil you. You far exceeded our expectations. But it's not over yet. You know that. You're to keep making your moves and keep getting closer until he's well and truly subdued. I'll admit, I was apprehensive about trusting you with this. However, it seems like my worries were misplaced. Well done. You'll be receiving more instructions soon, and after they're followed to the letter, he'll be completely in the palm of our hand. Excuse me? No. You're talking as if you have a choice. Need I remind you what happens to people who disobey our orders?
I don't know. What happens to people like that, huh?
Satoru Gojo.
That's just Gojo to you. As if I'd let you utter my first name. Scum. Hey, come on now. You were talking all that shit a minute ago. Did your fire fizzle out that quick? I'm pretty sure you were in the middle of threatening my partner here, weren't you? Well, don't let me stop you. Feel free to continue. After all, I'm meant to be on a collar and leash for them, aren't I? Go ahead. I dare you. Yeah, that's what I thought. I never thought that it would come to this. Although, you do order teenage kids' executions, so I guess I'm the fool for assuming you wouldn't pull something as backhanded and cowardly as this shit. Let me make something perfectly clear to every single one of you. As of this moment, this Grade 1 Jujutsu Sorcerer is under the protection of the Gojo clan. Any and all attempts to harm them will be taken as a declaration of war on the entire clan, and we will act accordingly.
You can't be serious.
Oh, I'm completely serious. Unless you want to try and find out. I'll warn you now, though. I tend to play a little rough.
Oh, take them then, and get out!
I'm glad we can come to an agreement on things amicably. Now, let's make sure we keep agreeing, okay? Come on, partner. Let's go. Oh, man. Am I gonna hear about this one from my family? My grandparents are gonna go nuts on me for sure. Yeah. I'm the head of the clan. That doesn't mean my parents and grandparents aren't around. I have a fairly large family, all things considered. Kinda had to, being one of the big three, you know? Oh, my parents I barely have contact with, but my grandparents? Sheesh. But that doesn't matter. I know what I said, and I know what it means in the grand scheme of it all. I don't need them to tell me that. How are you feeling? Right. Let's get out of here then. I don't know. But anywhere that's away from these old farts and prying eyes is better than here. Come on. Hold on tight, okay? I've got you. Sorry about that. I know it's still a bit disorientating. You do get used to it after a while. Promise. Now, let's talk. You know I'm still mad at you, right? That's good. As long as you know. I'm not gonna try and make excuses for you, or try to rationalize in my head the whys and shit. Because honestly, let's face it, I'd probably come up with something so outrageous and outlandish that it's so far away from the truth that you could probably write a manga about it. So, I leave it to you. Help me understand. Help me understand why you went along with this. Why you thought it was okay to worm your way into my life like you did, through every crack and every wall I put up. If you knew it was wrong, then why do it? Because they threatened you? I don't know if you've realized this yet, but you're a damn good sorcerer. Someone like you could have defied them. I know you could have if you wanted to. So, why didn't you? So, in the beginning at least, you just went along with it for an easy life? A mission's a mission, that kind of shit? Wow. That's kind of scummy of you. Well, at least you're not trying to make excuses for yourself. So, what changed? What made you suddenly grow a conscience? You got to know me? Hey, not to burst your bubble or anything, but getting to know me is usually what drives people away, not make them betray their decrepit, shadowy bosses. What do you mean by that? That people aren't looking at me? We're a lot alike, huh? Well, I guess we are. Now you know what it's like to be used as a tool. And I hate that you know. The loneliness that comes with that. It isn't something I'd wish on anyone. Least of all someone I care about. What do you see when you look at me then? Because most people only see Gojo the strongest, or Gojo the honored one, or blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. What do you see that others don't? A little childish? Jeez, you're meant to be buttering me up here, not giving me a complex. Lonely, huh? Yes, I guess so. Yeah, a little. patient and kind. Well, you have to be when you're a teacher. But sometimes I push them, because I know that with a little tough love every once in a while, they'll surpass me one day. They're all good. Very good. Yeah, I am pretty funny. The kids don't think so, though. Especially not Megami. He hates my humor. All the more reason for me to tease him. Wow. You really know what to say to a guy, huh? Jeez. I can't believe you've managed to glean that much from just a few months together. I always thought I was pretty good at hiding the weaker parts of myself. Ah, yeah. I forgot that I'm dealing with a master of deception and analysis here. It just feels weird, having someone be able to read me like a book like that. The higher-ups really did pick the perfect opponent to fight with me. Too bad my charms worked too well on you. Well, that's neither here nor there. Oh, so what if I liked you first? This isn't. It's. Look, it's not a competition, all right? uh, so, what now? You don't have to worry about the higher-ups again. I promise you that. What I said back there about having the clan's protection, I meant that. They won't touch you while I'm around. I still like you, in case that, wasn't obvious. However, there's a lot we need to unpack here, for obvious reasons. But I'd like to think we could start over, or at least retry this whole thing with a fresh set of eyes. And I get if how you feel isn't what I was led to believe. But at the very least, I'd like it if we stayed friends. It feels good to have someone I'm that close to again. It's been too long. Of course, if you'd rather not, I totally get that. I'm sure things are super weird now after everything that's happened and all. And I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of us not trusting each other and... Oh, you're holding my hand. It's more than okay. Can I kiss you? I think I'd really like to kiss you right now. Okay. Holy shit. I mean, no. You know what? Holy shit is right. You are incredible. Maybe we don't need to figure out anything right now. Maybe what we have is perfect for us. A little stupid, a little unorthodox. Heck, even maybe a little crazy. But I don't think I'd want it to be anything else. Whatever this is, whatever we are, I think I'm fine with figuring it out with you. As long as we figure it out together. Yeah, I think I'd like that too. I think that I'd like that a lot. Thank you for listening to Midnight's Melodies. If you enjoyed the show, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you don't miss the next weekly release. And if you'd like to further support the channel, please consider becoming a member, or head over to my Patreon at patreon.com/midnightsmelodies. There you'll find my entire catalog, Patreon exclusives, and pricing for private commissions. And remember, my library is always open.